The little puff emoji of wind, you know that one? Which sometimes is used as a fart, but that's not why I'm using it. The sports romance, it's about a young woman in the Formula One who's trying to prove herself as a senior race engineer. She's just been put in this amazing new position. And also about a young driver who's kind of trying to have a comeback in his racing career, and they have a little romance. It's very cute, but it's also like really great about female empowerment, kind of like women owning their space in the Formula One scene. I think this is a really interesting audiobook because I think it will be interesting to Formula One fans, but then also to anyone who loves kind of like enemies to lovers. Well, they're not really enemies, but you know, like kind of like a little love story. Anyone who loves those kind of novels as well. So there's like a real nice crossover between like a very broad type of audience. Favorite romance trope would be like the enemies to lovers, the will they, won't they, the kind of like, I just feel like flirting when there's kind of like mean banter to it with that underlying kind of I actually really want you is really satisfying. And when they finally get together, it's just like, ooh, it's amazing. So I would say, yeah, enemies to lovers. I find that, and maybe this is funny for the people who are watching me in the booth, that like my arms and what I do with my arms are really important. And so I feel like Sienna, she's always talking like this. And then I did something yesterday with Giles, and I did the whole speech with my arms like this. And that's how I got the character. So definitely like, or like Ed, when I do Ed's voice, he's down here because he's a man. And it's very, you know, like gruff with his voice. And so, and also like Mia, I'm here doing like a dab motion, and that's her accent. So I guess like hands really helped me get into the voice and character of all the characters in the book. It's so silly. I was like, hello. It was so silly. And then like, what other hand movements do you see me doing? I do the robot. Yes, I definitely do the robot. Who was that? Yeah, Ed was originally a robot. And then it came down here, and there's like tension in my armpits when I say his, and like I'm always here, and sometimes I have to put my hands between my knees so that it don't move at all, but it's definitely all in the hands. It's very strange. The little puff emoji of wind, you know that one? Which sometimes is used as a fart, but that's not why I'm using it. Puff emoji, the red hot emoji, tongue out, sweat dripping down his face, that one. And emoji with love hearts around, you know, like the happy with the 3 red love hearts, those 3. I've had a few moments that were my favorite. Probably today we did a very steamy scene, which is, it actually has me so flustered reading these words out loud. Because I'm imagining it as it's happening, and I'm trying to stay, you know, composed enough to get the words out, but I'm like trying hard not to giggle while it's all happening. It's very exciting to read it out. So that, and then some of Finn's lines. So Ryan and I recorded some of the phone calls together, and he just has these mic drop moments at the end of every phone call, or like over the race radio, and recording them in person with Ryan was really cool. And yeah, just really great to have that chemistry in person. They were my favorite. Yeah, okay, this is a dramatic reading of the last text message I sent. Oh my God, I was reading sexy scenes out loud today. Sweat dripped down his throat, down his chest, and into his boxing shorts. It was much more descriptive than that, but I had to say it's so sexy. Ha 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 ha. This audiobook takes place all over the world, and my biggest challenge has been trying to nail all of the different accents, because we've got obviously Sienna's British, Finn's Australian, which I'm Australian, so that's been fine. We've had Irish, there's been Italian. Yeah, so kind of doing all of those accents and then swapping between them, between the narration voice, has been, that's been my most challenging part of doing the audiobook. But I think we finally found a rhythm, and I feel quite confident about it now. I'm still working on the Portuguese, but I couldn't do an Irish accent before now, and apparently it's okay now.